Well, our big story this evening is that all the primary and secondary schools will be closed tomorrow. We will have more details on that as the details arise. We'll update you as they come in. But first, we do want to check in with the... We do want to tell you that the 3-hour PSI climbed to breach the hazardous levels this evening. It's the highest this year at 317. That was at 8 p.m. Now, the 24-hour PSI level is between 215 and 263. And you might know that that's in a very unhealthy band. Now, this was announced at the Education Minister, Heng Swee Keat, who was speaking at a multi-agency media briefing on the haze situation a short while ago. Activities will also be scaled down at preschools and kindergartens. Now, we want to get an immediate update on what's been going on at that press conference. Authorities here, as I mentioned, just ended a briefing on the haze situation in Singapore. Our reporter Leong Waikid was there. He joins us now with the very latest. Now, Waikid, we were anticipating a whole slew of contingency plans. Can you shed some light on what was said?
Yes, Jill. In fact, the meeting chaired by the three Ministers of Environment, Education and Manpower has just ended. Like you said earlier, primary school and secondary schools will be closed tomorrow. This is, of course, a precaution taken by the Ministry of Education. But Minister Heng said earlier that he understands that some parents may not have enough time to make alternative plans for their children. So schools will still remain open. So what happens is teachers will still report to school. They will have designated areas such as libraries where there are air conditioning facilities for these children to be there. Teachers will take care of them. Now, student care centers which are based in secondary schools will also remain open. Kindergartens and childcare centers will also will continue to operate. Now, there'll be a special group of students who will be affected. Now, these are GCE O-level students who are taking the exam on music. Now, Minister Heng said earlier that these students have already been informed of the postponement of the examination. It is scheduled to take place tomorrow, 25th of September. On Friday, it will now be changed to September 29 on Tuesday. Now, the Ministry of Education will continue to update parents on whether the schools will remain open or closed the day before. Earlier, Minister for Manpower, Lim Swee Sec also mentioned that there will be no national shutdown of companies. We're trying to make work go on as smoothly and as normal as possible. But having said that, it is important, he said, that the workers' health is not compromised. Now, Singaporeans will be able to, from tomorrow 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., collect 2 masks each at their nearest community centres. So these will be open to all Singaporeans and permanent residents. For now, that's all from me, Jill.
All right. Welcome back to News 5 as we have a look at the big story of the evening. All primary and secondary schools will be closed tomorrow in light of the worsening haze. Activities will also be scaled down at preschools and kindergartens. As at 9 p.m., the 3-hour PSI is at 316 with the 24-hour PSI between 219 and 270. Now, that's squarely in the very unhealthy band. NEA says Singapore cannot exclude the possibility of 24-hour PSI going into the hazardous range.
Given the prediction that we cannot rule out the possibility of haze condition getting into the hazardous range, MOE is taking the precaution to close all primary and secondary schools. I appreciate that given the short notice, some parents may not be able to make alternative care arrangements for their children. So to meet such needs, parents may continue to send their children to schools, and our teachers will supervise them. Our children will be placed in suitable facilities, including school libraries and enclosed spaces. And our teachers will continue to report for duty. School-based student care centers will remain open. The Early Childhood Development Agency has also decided that activities in childcare and kindergartens will be scaled down. But as many parents need care arrangements, all childcare and kindergartens, including MOE kindergarten, will continue to operate and to provide care arrangements for children. The O-level practical examination for music and higher music, which is scheduled for tomorrow, will be rescheduled to next Tuesday, 29th of September. A small number of candidates are affected by this, slightly over 100 of them, and they are being notified by the schools, and private candidates are being notified by our exam boards.